Jimmy. This some serious gourmet shit. Me and Vincent would have been satisfied with some freeze-dried Taster's Choice.
Gourmet shit.
Niece brings this serious gourmet shit on.
Gourmet
What
shit.
flavor is this?
And we're back. Welcome back to the Smoke Break JBR, the Just Be Real podcast, where we sit down, talk some shit, and just be real. I'm going to turn off that music because I can hear it through the microphone. We're back at Explicit Vape Burbank, and I'm here with my co-host and friend, Brandon.
What's good,
Can
everybody?
we see you in the mirror this time, or not really?
You can
Somewhat.
maybe. I'm trying to flail my arms,
Can you?
sort of. Maybe.
Okay. Well, Brandon is here in spirit and in voice. But we're back. We got a lot to talk about. A lot of shit happened.
Oh yeah,
A lot of stuff.
big actions.
So in our post on Instagram, we were going to actually talk about Endgame.
We were.
We were going to do a heavy spoiler episode. But unfortunately, someone couldn't get tickets.
Okay.
It's not your fault.
Let me
No,
explain.
no.
Let me explain.
It's fine. Go ahead.
On Friday.
Friday.
I was looking for tickets for maybe Tuesday or Monday. Basically, all the times until maybe midnight.
All the times?
All the times.
All the times.
Until midnight were completely filled.
That's not racist.
No.
But
They were absolutely packed
Yeah.
with people.
honestly, dude, it was. I believe you because I only found 2 tickets on a whim.
Yeah.
It was by pure chance.
So even matinees during the week, which is like unheard of because
Right now,
people
like-
are working.
Yep.
So that's like, okay, that's going to be almost
And you
impossible.
also want to see it in that crazy.
Oh, yeah. It's called IMAX with laser.
with
which
lasers.
Apparently it's
Is
utilizing.
it like Laser Floyd?
I don't think so.
Oh, see, I'm not interested then.
No. I don't know. What is it?
I don't know. You think I've been in it?
I thought it was Laser Floyd?
You don't know what Laser Floyd is?
I don't know.
Oh, you don't know what Laser Floyd is?
That's what I'm asking you.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the laser fucking movie, dude.
No, I was about to get to
Oh,
that.
no, Laser Floyd is fucking dope.
What is it?
So Laser Floyd is basically like at the fucking what's that place that you like that with the fucking space?
Oh, the planetarium?
Bam. Okay.
Ah.
That place they used to do and sometimes do every once in a while. Where they have like a laser show and play Pink Floyd's Dark Side of the Moon at the same time.
Oh,
Yeah,
I've
man.
heard of it. I have
So
actually,
they did it
I
a couple
have.
years ago, like 4 or 5 years ago, which I did go see halfway through
Halfway.
because I showed up late.
Oh,
So
okay,
I
see.
snuck in, just like, awesome. I've done a lot of like weird art installations and like cool shit like that. Like I did that, and then I did this cool thing at the LACMA where it was this fucking. I gotta stop cursing so much. It was this artist. You can call him that, I guess, who basically just used light as his art.
Huh.
So like he'd have like let's say a corner of the room, right?
Uh-huh.
There'd be enough light, like it'd be really dark, but there'd be like 4 or 5 or whatever amount of light he needed to make a box look physical.
Oh.
And it was like, oh, okay, like that's really cool.
Uh-huh.
Like that one was actually generally cool, how he used light to make it look physical. Like,
So instead of
it
like
was an
utilizing
object.
paint or other types of materials, he used.
So this is where it got fucking weird.
Okay.
So that's cool, creating like Doctor Strange like objects with light.
Yeah.
So basically, the next little piece he has is a whole room that's lit up in red.
That's not unsettling at all.
That's it.
Just red.
Just red.
Okay.
Red room.
The red room.
That's it. And I think that's what it was called. Red room. So the next one, and there's like a bunch of other ones which I like are pretty cool, but not of any interest that I stored it in my fucking memory.
Yeah.
But the next one was actually pretty cool because it was like this, it almost like seemed like the holodeck on the Star Trek Enterprise. Awesome. That was cool because you walked in, you had to have like the little booties on top of your shoes,
Like
so
the
that way you
plastic
could-
ones?
Yep. So that way you wouldn't scuff the all white platform.
Makes sense.
All enclosed, everything, and the further you went, the entrance actually looked like
Further
it
and
was
further.
evaporating.
Oh, like it was like getting smaller and smaller.
It was actually really cool. And it wasn't a very big room, but the effect was really, really well done. That was awesome.
And there's
But
that LACMA.
This was at LACMA. Yeah, this was at LACMA.
I wonder if they don't have those
We should go
exhibits
to
anymore.
LACMA.
We haven't gone.
So basically, Brandon and I are now doing vlogs and adventures, which we did one for. Should we we did one for 420 kind of.
Yeah.
We did like a photo shoot adventure kind of thing.
It was kind of like a trial.
It
run
was like
in
a
way.
trial run to see what we can do, and it seemed pretty fun.
Yeah, absolutely.
So we might actually do a LACMA trip after my Vegas vacation because I gotta work.
Yeah, that's definitely a big important thing.
Oh, yeah.
Important thing that's coming up.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be fun. EDC, Dead Moose. He's gonna be there, man.
And also, Idris Elba.
Oh yeah.
DJ Idris.
Elba.
Oh, it's
So
gonna be
unfortunately, back to what we were talking about.
Yeah, there were all the tickets
All the
were
tickets were
basically
sold out, so we're not doing
Yeah.
a big Endgame spoiler.
Maybe
episode.
next week.
Maybe next week,
Maybe
which
next
I
week.
think will be a fair amount of time to spoil the fuck out of the movie.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure by
So,
then
we're gonna do it.
there are gonna be enough openings. Okay.
We're gonna do it. It's gonna happen. But we both did see Game of Thrones.
episode 3,
Oh,
The Long Night.
oh shit!
The
Battle for Winterfell. Oh,
We were waiting for
shit.
this.
First of all, amazing episode. Great episode.
yeah.
A lot of complaints
There
from
were.
people who really don't understand.
Well,
But I understand their arguments, and you actually brought up some good arguments.
Uh-huh.
So first of all, great
absolutely.
Great episode.
Out of all the episodes, I'd say this was one of the most aesthetically pleasing.
So we yes. So
It
we had
looked
last week with the
beautiful.
episode that was very wholesome.
the night
and very
a night of the Seven Kingdoms. That was the episode's name.
I guess. Damn, you know the episode titles. But that was a really wholesome episode.
It was.
That was a great, and I think that was the most wholesome episode we could have ever
It
had.
was bittersweet.
Bittersweet. That's
was.
the best way to say it.
Yeah, it
Wholesomely
was-
bittersweet.
Yeah, a lot of people coming back home. Finally, Arya kind of getting her stuff getting
Aegon Targaryen
Finally, that's
admitting to who the fuck he is.
Yep.
But this episode,
Oh. A lot
just
of many things happening.
just fantastic episode.
So many things
And
happening.
I guess we can spoil it because the internet has just viciously spoiled
we'll
it.
be getting to that.
So we
to
won't
that
get
section.
to that, but let's get into what people hated.
Yeah.
Let's talk about that. Because a lot of people were complaining about lighting.
Yeah.
So the episode is really, really dark. Darker than our black and white setup we're doing now, which is not dark at all.
No.
But people were complaining that it was really dark in the episode.
It was.
Very dark.
Or at least
Which
people were complaining, yeah.
And honestly, it was dark. It was a dark episode. But they used the darkness in the right way. Honestly, I think so. So you showed me something online about an hour
it
ago?
was about an hour ago. It was a still image of I think King Rohan for the Battle of Helm's Deep.
Helm's Deep. Yep.
And then a picture of Arya and Sansa on the wall. At
Want
the
to hear
same.
something sad too?
What
I
happened?
actually wore my Hail Hydra T-shirt today, just in case, with Hello Kitty on it.
That's awesome.
I know.
That's
I know.
pretty awesome.
I know it is a sweet shirt. But yeah, go ahead. Sorry, Helm's Deep.
So in that image, it showed the two kind of similar scenes and camera angles and shot and all that. And in the Helm's Deep image, you can see a lot crisper the outlines of each person's head. You can see where they are. So when you compare the two, you can kind of start to see, okay, yeah, it was still night, and they shot the entire sequence in the darkness. But they lit it in a way where the characters are much easier to be seen.
So my rebuttal to that, because I actually had a little bit to stew on it. I think it's just that's technology at that time couldn't have that amount of dark and still properly see characters. Because we watched it here again, just to refresh our minds before we get on the episode. We watched it again. It wasn't that dark. It really wasn't. The scenes that were meant to be dark, like when the White Walkers were coming in and invading and doing the thing, they're meant to be dark.
Yeah, that's part of
because the way they showed them coming over, which is not a spoiler, which is them coming over, looked like water.
Yeah.
Just looked like a flood. So to me, it was a wall of darkness. So that to me, very usable. I'm not mad at that.
Yeah,
like
and
at all.
I believe that it's actually not a problem of the technology because like nowadays we have the OLED screens and you're able to see truer blacks.
Oh, how I meant it was
Or-
they had to light it more for Helm's Deep because they couldn't use that much dark. It was too dark for cameras to see. You know what I mean? Maybe that's what I'm saying.
Well,
For that particular scene for Helm's Deep.
Well, the thing
they had
is,
a
with
lot more light.
cameras, when you're shooting in film, you actually get more dynamic range than you do with digital.
Oh, that's
you
true.
you can get a lot
Yeah,
more out of
that's
it.
true.
So
That's
it's a little bit difficult to say it to put it in that perspective, but I think I think it was a lack of communication from let's say the cinematographer, because he was saying that it's a cinematic experience that should be watched in a cinematic, method. So he's saying turn off all the lights, shut all the blinds, make sure there's no extra light coming in, and boost your brightness up to the max, kind of recreate the theater experience, and then that's the proper way. Well, the downside is that
I have to do that. Yeah.
The downside is that
But-
you have to, for those people who can, you're totally going to be fine. But
Okay,
most
first
people,
of all, this Velcro strap is a terrorist because it keeps attaching to
that's
my
just a
shoelaces.
joke, people. That's just a joke.
It's a joke.
It's a
It's
joke.
a joke. Okay, really?
Hey,
It's.
It happened on Twitch. We'll
I'm
get to
saying-
that again.
We'll get to that in a second. I'm saying it because it's really just terrorizing my environment.
Push it
It's
out
not
of the
fun.
way. Thank
That's
you.
all I'm saying. I'm not going to apologize for that. It was terrorizing me. It was exactly what it was.
It's got no
I'm
life.
not gonna.
It's
No,
an
take back
inanimate
that. No,
object.
it's an inanimate object that was terrorizing me. That physical object was a terrorist to my life at that moment.
All right, all
Okay,
right, all right.
I'm not gonna apologize for that. It's ridiculous, man. God, I hate the sensitive shit that we have to like check shit on YouTube.
We do.
It's stupid. And Twitch. We're gonna talk about that later.
Oh, yeah.
But let's get back to the darkness. So.
So coming back to it,
So
I'd
I
say-
understand the debate where it's like, yeah, I
was
don't
a
want
lack
to
of
turn up my lights. I don't want, or not my
Well,
lights.
it's not
but
necessarily.
my brightness or like close off everything.
It was one part that, but it's also that the majority of people aren't watching it on TVs.
Mm-hmm.
You're watching it on phones. You're watching it on iPads, on Switches. They don't have the best, most brightest screens, and they don't go all the way dark.
Yeah, but
They're
at the
not
same
super
time,
big.
even how I watched it on my TV, it's not the greatest TV in all time.
Yeah.
And it does have a lot of like issues. I know that. It's not a great TV.
Yeah,
But I was still able to enjoy it.
yeah. I watched
100%.
it on my Switch.
And were you still able to enjoy it?
Some parts of it weren't clear. It was muddy.
Really?
Yeah.
Where you didn't know what was going on?
No, because
So
the
what scene in
dynamic.
particular?
It's the dynamic. Well, when they're up in the sky, when they're flying around, the clouds.
That messed you up, really?
There were a lot of parts where they're flying through the clouds where you can't really see the characters' faces or like.
Oh.
It just there was. It's
So
mainly
you
down.
definitely were on the side of there's issues.
There were issues because yes, you can definitely say this is the way it's supposed to be done, and you should watch in this method, or you can say, hey, you know what? Let's try to make an episode that can be enjoyed by the majority of people. And the majority of people, some
So
may
you
be
feel
able
like
to watch
maybe
on
the
TV.
cinematographer was trying to have an ego stroke.
Yeah, I think he was a little bit of an ego stroke and a little bit of lack of communication.
You know what? I think that's a fair statement because the way he came out, honestly, he defended it.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, it's not too dark. I filmed it.
Yeah.
It's a solid statement because he knows exactly what he did, but at the same time, it is a little arrogant.
Yeah, you know
know
what
what I
you're doing. You're filming it the way that it should be done.
Yeah.
Exactly, absolutely. But at the end of the day, the people consuming it are complaining, and the people who are complaining are the
So
complaining
you're
for a
on the
reason.
side where you had a complaint and you had issues with it.
Not big complaint, but I
But-
did have a little bit of.
So
an
what was
issue.
the next complaint, would you say? Because I understand that one because it can't happen.
They wasted the Night King.
No?
8 years of
No.
buildup.
Do you believe that?
Hard to say.
I'm going to
It's
say
difficult.
no because you got to think.
Okay.
And be honest, you
No,
haven't
yeah.
seen all the show.
I
You
haven't.
haven't seen all
I
the
haven't.
episodes. So from episode 1 to now, it's been a build-up with the Night King. This isn't the only interaction we've had.
Wait, it's not.
This isn't the first time we've come in
The
contact
first time
with the
you
White
see him,
Walkers.
I think, was season 3, episode 4, or episode 4.
See
Season
him.
4, episode 1. See the
See
Night
him.
King.
See the Night King.
Yes.
I'm going to debate that because we do see him do the baby thing where he like changes the baby.
That was a different Night King.
No, that was him.
I thought there were two. Or two. No,
No, he's because
I'm
he
thinking
has
of
his
two.
homeboys.
I'm thinking of the 2 actors that played him because there were 2 different actors that played the Night King.
well, yeah, but it's
So
the
they
same
cha-
character.
So that's why I
It's
was
the
saying
same
I
character.
was mixing up the
Yeah,
actors.
so I
with
don't know
the-
what episode that is, but I believe that's earlier.
was early, yeah.
Yeah, way early. So the build-up with the Night King
has
has
been for a
there.
while. Yeah.
So for fans that have been watching the series since day 1, this is not like, oh, it's a waste. No, this is exactly what we needed.
Well, the waste that I'm getting to is that the Legends of the Long Night has been a night that lasts a generation, an army that cannot be defeated, and they just defeated him in about an hour.
Yeah.
So it's like, okay, all
But it
this big
wasn't
build
the-
up, this legendary force, unbeatable power, a night that lasts an entire generation.
And they would stop it firsthand.
And yeah, after the generation.
But I don't think it's a waste because it was a build-up to that moment. because the Night King still had to gather his army because he did have a force.
Yeah, he did.
But he made more with the attack on Hardhome.
Yeah.
He did. He made a shit ton more. So with that, I don't think it's a waste because we got to know the Night King's army and the White Walkers and the build-up and multiple battles, multiple instances with the White Walkers.
And
I don't think it's...
nobody fought the Whites. The White Walkers. Nobody fought one of them. Nobody fought any of them.
When?
The night at all during the Battle of Winterfell. Not a single person fought a White Walker. The Whites, yes. The zombies, yeah. The homies, none.
Yeah, none.
They didn't even pull out their swords.
Not once.
Not even
Not
the Night
once.
King brought out his sword.
No. Yeah, so
He
you're
had
saying
his-
in a
he
waste
had his-
in that aspect where they didn't even do
a lot
battle.
of like you could have shown his backstory, like what powers does he possess.
So in my head, I think they. I don't
because
know.
they
I mean,
fleshed
I
him
can
out a
understand
lot.
the lack of in that aspect where it's like the whole battle they didn't do like they didn't draw one sword one time.
Mm-hmm.
Well, they don't have to.
Another part
You know what I
is
mean?
like,
Like-
okay, the fire barrier stopped them, and then they're starting to go one at a time to throw each other. Why don't you just? It's a sea. It's a sea of dead people. Just cover everybody.
Yeah, they
Why are
don't-
you guys slowing down?
Because they don't want to light all of them on fire. It's also a tactic.
You don't have to light all of them on fire when you just cover the fire out with everything. They're wearing clothes.
True, but it's also a show. But at the same time,
That
I
has
understand.
built up over many years, over many seasons.
I don't see it as a lack though.
A lot. There was
I
people
don't.
that were suggesting, hey, the Night King, he's gonna throw everybody off, and actually he's gonna be with his homies down at King's Landing because he knows he shouldn't be fighting two dragons
But how is he going to end up in King's Landing?
flying there.
With a dragon?
Remember,
So-
Jaime's hand when he's leaving, a snowflake falls on it as he's leaving King's Landing.
Oh.
So he could have said, winter has come to King's Landing. So it could have been that he could have just flown over there while everybody's dealing with the army and everything. It turns out, oh, guess what? Dragonfire. And in the Sept, there's still a fuck ton of wildfire around there. Excuse my French.
You don't have to
There's
say that.
still a ton of
No,
wildfire.
you can say fuck. It was just me dropping it way too early, way too many times for a simple sentence. But no, yeah, that's a theory. We'll see.
Well, that's what I'm saying. But we can't.
Because he's gone.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That would have been pretty dope. Another one would have been, to save Bran, John
the thing
goes...
is now, they're great. This is great to talk about, but it's the shoulda, coulda, woulda bowl. Like,
Wouldn't it be cool if,
it would have been.
Night King versus Cersei and the Golden Company...
No.
And then it turns out...
The thing is, that was never going to happen.
Think about it this
That was
way.
never going to happen.
It was never, but imagine if he would have fought them all or taken a portion
It was
of his
never
army
going to
around.
happen, though. It was never going to happen. Because
Imag-
they always... No. Because it was always for the Starks at Winterfell to defend the wall and do all that.
And if...
Because their motto is winter is
Exactly.
coming.
Yes. And they're at the wall to fight. He just jukes them.
Yeah,
Goes
but
away.
We're
Goes
doing the
around.
shoulda, coulda, woulda ball now.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, but
He could
they
have...
were definitely going to be...
Because remember, when the Night King died,
Yeah.
everybody else died.
Yeah.
So he's not there. They can't kill him. So all the people that are there are still fighting. They would have wiped out Winterfell.
That's true.
Also, okay, let's say
They
this
would've.
this battle of Winterfell continued and everything was there, and the Night King does show up to, take out Bran. But let's say Jon manages to get to them, and there's also Daenerys, and all this fighting and
I know.
everything.
The thing is, we can contemplate this all day now.
Like I'm saying, there could have been a lot more possibilities for
But
to continue the
I
Night King.
guess I can see where some fans
If they would have
are-
gotten Jon to become the Night King, then you could have extended the
Yeah, but I
entirety of the
understand where fans
storyline.
can be really upset about it because it's like, oh, he just died. It's like, well, yeah, that's battle.
Yeah,
That's battle.
it is battle.
The Viper was supposed to win the fight against the Mountain.
He technically
He didn't.
did.
He died first.
But he also killed his
Hey, man,
opponent.
it's whoever dies first. That's the rule, isn't it? Whoever dies first, not necessarily
Mutual
whoever gets on their
destruction.
back first. Whoever dies first, dies first.
Well-
and the Viper lost. So it's like it's the heat of battle.
Well-
it's the fog of war. The Night King let his guard down and let her drop
lot.
the knife
He dropped his guard a lot.
a lot
Way
because
too
he
much.
thought he won.
And he couldn't. If he dropped his guard so long because he thought he won, why couldn't he take on Jon? Because he knew he couldn't have won
He
against him.
couldn't beat John.
What if he would have raised it
We
in and
all
taken him out
clearly
like that?
see that. We all clearly see the fact the Night King did not want to face Jon Snow in the heat of battle. So he
'Cause
had
he
to
knew he's
raise his
gonna lose.
homies and go, "Nah, son, you take care of this." We know that. We all saw it.
Yeah.
Anyone who saw the episode knows exactly what happened. He knew he wasn't going to be Jon Snow. His
was
best
just-
bet was to walk through the castle and take out Bran right away. So he got cocky.
Yeah. Just like
He
okay.
is a sentient being. He can get cocky.
One thing that was curious as well was when his homie has that breeze.
Yes.
And she
Arya?
jumps through.
How did she get through?
Yeah.
How did she sneak up on Jon?
When?
When she first met Jon in the season, opening of the season.
Yeah, that's true.
Bam. What? And she also is trained to be an assassin, son. Basically, a Westerosi ninja.
So all you need to take out a Night King is an assassin?
You just need to be fast. And she was fast. But she wasn't fast enough to get him on the first try. She had to drop the knife and prison shank him. Sorry, spoiler.
Damn.
But
Well, I mean, like, we've already
Internet has
been
ruined
talking
it.
about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of
but it's
already
like
out there.
bam, shanked him. Just
It's,
hit
you
him
know,
with that.
I'm just trying to.
HBO Oz series fucking stabbing. Just Come on,
There's
man.
just a
Like-
lot of people that they're even memeing about it.
it's a meme, but that's fine. There's a meme of everything. But
This one's got
honestly,
traction.
I can't hate on it because it's battle. Look at
honestly-
the Hound during the whole thing.
Well,
He was fighting the whole time. And
I'm
then
not
just-
saying they wasted the Hound.
Yeah.
He did great.
No.
Everybody else did great.
Yeah.
The Night King.
Yeah. He let his guard down.
The entire
Hey,
entire
man,
fight was
how many
a guard
times has
down.
Naruto let his guard down and gotten his ass whooped?
But he doesn't get
But
killed
guess what?
from a prison
But
shank.
he gets his ass whooped.
But he doesn't
doesn't he?
die from a prison shank.
Doesn't matter. But he let his guard down.
But does he get ass cocky like that?
Yes.
Not that
Oh,
much.
we're watching it here, dude. We
Yeah.
both seen Naruto
But
get.
he doesn't get killed because of
Doesn't
his
matter.
cockiness. That's
Doesn't
not
matter.
That's Daidara.
Doesn't matter. Guess what? Bam.
My
he
heart.
died.
Yeah, he killed himself because he was a dumbass.
There you go. So
Yeah.
basically, the Night King did the same thing.
'Cause it was a
He dropped his
dumbass.
guard. He's like, I can take out Bran because he's in a wheelchair.
the entire battle was a drop of the guard
No.
for both sides. You just wasted a.
Not
10
on both
how
sides.
many
Because
Dothraki
how
were
long
wasted?
can-
How many Dothraki were wasted?
10,000? Yeah.
Wasted.
Yeah. Gone.
One volley of
Can we talk about that really quick?
of the
So the opening scene
catapults.
of the battle is, we're just going to describe it, is the
Yeah.
Dothraki with giant fire swords running towards the horde of White Walkers and just getting obliterated.
yeah
Just
yeah,
gone.
and they only fired a couple of volleys
So-
from the catapults.
Yep.
And after they're taken out, hold fire. The entire battle.
Well, yeah. They have to hold fire because they don't know if their men are still alive.
When you're fighting the army of the
Amen.
dead.
Amen. They still have. Okay.
Remember-
Example. Here's the example.
Okay.
Battle of Bastards.
Yeah.
The Onion Knight. Remember?
Yeah.
Oh, we're gonna launch our arc. No, we're gonna hit our own men. We can't do that. No.
Okay.
Can't do that. What did the
Sure.
other guy do? Launch his arrows into his own men, not give a shit about his own men.
Yeah.
Right? Bam. That's
Okay.
They're not gonna launch catapults into the Dothraki.
See, the thing
and then when
is,
they're running back, it's like, well, we're already too late. They're out of range.
well, I mean, there's a
It's
massive.
a range weapon.
But the thing
can't
is,
hit 'em
there's
when they're
such a
there.
massive army. Okay, why did they hold the dragons for so long?
Oh, they didn't. She took off as soon as she could.
But they didn't.
She took off as soon as
She
she
watched
could.
the freaking Dothraki die, and then she took off.
She did wait a little too long.
Yo, homies, come fight for me. You gonna
Well,
die
dude,
first
it was
though.
less than 30 seconds and they were gone. The reaction, come on. You
could've
gotta
been-
heat up the dragon. Just
They were
come
flying
on.
just like 20
you
seconds
gotta
ago.
heat it up, man.
They were
Gotta-
flying already.
Doesn't
It's
matter.
not like,
You gotta let the dragon stretch its wings.
then
you
be in
know,
the air already.
You gotta pump the brake a little bit. Just
When an invasion happens, do they first launch infantry and then they send the fighters, or do they send the fighters and the infantry to make sure that there's
look, man, we're dealing with dragons, okay? Dragons operate in a different way. I don't know.
they're airplanes with
Okay.
mouth bombs.
But the Dothraki getting killed sucked. Okay?
Yeah.
That was a waste.
That was a waste. And then you couldn't like continually fire more, after they come back.
Okay, but with that,
After they come back, just launch whatever ammo you got. It's not like you're gonna send it back for
that's
a
true.
refund.
At that point, yeah.
Y'all, it's like if you don't use
No,
this,
at that point you make
what's
a fair
gonna
point.
happen? It's just
They
gonna
should have just kept launching at that point.
yeah.
They honestly
Okay,
should have.
when the fire barrier got lit,
Oh,
why
you're
was
going to complain about that too?
yeah?
How?
Why was nobody firing arrows?
They were.
They were standing there, and nobody was firing arrows.
They were still firing arrows.
I didn't see many.
Not many, but
Only
they were still firing arrows.
Once they started piling on each other, then they started shooting. But before that, no. They're just
Hey,
standing.
man.
They're targets, just sitting there. Just
You also got to think
fucking-
they just got a 30-second break to regroup.
those people running in. Yes, those people running in. On the wall, they still hadn't been
They
attacked
still got
yet.
to get shit ready.
They were already ready. They're gonna get ready.
Oh, really?
You're
gonna
gonna
be
get ready your
for
shit.
a horde of White Walkers. You're ready?
Are you gonna be ready
you
before or during the battle? Are you gonna prepare during or before
Preparations can fall through the fucking wall, through the fucking ground, very easily, man. Easily.
You're not in the front lines. You're in the back.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Yeah, they can have all the supplies they can have, but guess what? A bunch of dudes running through the wall, like, hey, man,
Yeah.
We gotta get-
Yeah, they're down there. You're up here.
they flooded to the top, dude.
I saw them
So
go in. I saw
No.
them go in.
Okay, then how did Tormund get on the top? How did Sam get on the top?
Well, they were
How
already
did-
on the top.
no, they weren't
They
already-
teleported.
no.
They had the chi.
Exactly.
They had the power of the mind.
So with chaos comes disorganization, Brandon. And with disorganization comes with lack of things around you. So a 30-second break for everyone to go, all right, get ready because they're going to break through the line because they know they're going to break through the line.
I thought it was like 5
No.
minutes.
We're also okay, but 5 minutes is also movie time. We don't or TV show time. We don't
Yeah.
know what that is.
Yeah, okay, I'll give that one a partial pass. Because they were firing, but they weren't firing enough.
Yeah, but at the same time, you gotta organize your shit.
I know. But
So-
the archers that were already there weren't firing all their arrows.
But they were still firing.
They were, but not
because
all
they
of them.
got-
So, like I said, I'll give it a partial
They
pass.
gotta give 'em a chance. You can't hate on everything in the
I'm
show,
not.
man.
I'm not.
You critic.
I'm not.
You
I'm not
critic.
hating on it.
Jesus.
Yo, fucking the arcs of the people who passed.
No, I know.
Oh, dude,
Oh, Jorah Mormont?
absolutely. Yo,
The whole
What?
Mormont clan gone?
what a way to go, though.
The whole Mormont clan gone.
What a way
The
to go.
whole thing. Both of them. Dude, little girl just taking out a giant.
Annihilated that giant. Just stabbed in the eye socket.
Just Serena Williams.
Oh, you got me in
And
the
then
eye.
Jorah, the ultimate friend zone character in the world, just going down in the
But-
heat of battle, just
But he took it like a champ.
like a champ.
Like a champ.
Like
Like
a
a trooper.
champ. He took denial like a champ.
It's like,
But,
hey,
you know,
we'll be friends later.
I really hope they give him a proper burial and like
I hope
a good
that-
ceremony.
I hope
They
that
better give him a statue
in the
and a pardon.
well, I'm pretty sure if whoever becomes king or queen,
They better pardon his name at this point.
Yeah,
Like,
I'm pretty sure.
Jorah Mormont, dopest motherfucker in the game.
Yo, Mormont clan or the whole family of Mormonts, yo, just chilling. I mean, there's nobody else but you chilling.
It's true. But interesting episode.
Oh,
A
absolutely.
lot of shit we could talk about.
So it's like, okay, now that all this has happened, what's gonna happen next?
What, next
'Cause-
episode?
Yeah, next episode. Cause
Okay, so
well, not
they-
next episode. Hold
or
on.
just next in general.
next in general. Because we know that the Golden Company is coming.
So there was a theory. Let's talk theories now. Of what's
Okay.
going to happen now, because the spoilers are out. If you're on the internet, you already know some,
Yeah, you
and
should,
you'll
you
figure
should,
it out.
Yeah.
But as for theories of what's going to happen coming out from now, I think the Golden Company is going to betray them. Going to betray. No, I don't know. I'm going to say the Lannisters are going to go fight for Jaime, because Jaime is the last true Lannister. You know what I mean? Not tainted by greed and craziness like fucking Cersei is. And then they're going to invade King's Landing, and it's going to be the Golden Company plus the Ironborn, and that's all it's going to be.
Okay.
Because I don't think personally, because I know there's a whole theory and a whole thing that the leader of the Golden Company is a Targaryen, right?
Well,
Or is it Targaryen
the
bastard?
guy who founded the Golden Company was a Targaryen bastard.
Oh, but not the son, not the guy who's running it right now.
I don't think so. I don't
Okay.
know if he's still around because the last guy
What's
who
his name?
Blood
something?
Bloodstone.
Yeah, but I think he is there.
The one thing though is because the old Three-Eyed Raven, he was a Targaryen bastard until he got kicked out, or he's dead, I guess. The previous Three-Eyed Raven before
Or
Bran.
the Meister.
No, the Three-Eyed
Oh,
Raven.
he was really.
He was he's
that's
over
right.
120 or 150
right.
years old.
You're right.
He's old. So there's a possibility that not necessarily via the lineage of the Golden Company and who they're bound to or whatever, but I think because the Golden Company, or more specifically the bank, has already been paid in full their debt. they don't have any more ties to Cersei, to the Lannister family. So now they can switch over because they're like, oh, they got dragons.
Not necessarily paid. Well, they're paid.
They were paid in
but
full.
They're paid like
full.
I owe you. Like
No, that was paid in gold.
oh, so they're
They're totally gone.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's right.
So they don't, so the bank doesn't have any more ties.
But
to
didn't Cersei
Cersei
buy that army? She
It was
bought
already
the army.
paid for.
Yeah, they're already done.
Well,
The army's paid for then.
no, this is a difference. This was a separate transaction. So
The Golden Company?
the bank was from previous stuff in the past that has already been in debt by the Lannisters, and she paid off all that.
Yeah, she
and
paid
then
it all
she
off.
made another thing for the Golden Company.
Oh, so you're thinking that the bank
It's
is
like,
gonna
oh,
go
you know
with
what?
the queen? Yeah.
Yeah, even though you
well, because they kind of hinted at that too. We're like, oh, we're gonna go with a team that's
because
gonna be working.
during the time that what's his face from the bank was talking to Cersei, and he's like, "Oh, you make everything so easy." He was basically making fun of her that, "Oh, your dad was way smarter at this than you were."
Yeah, you suck at this.
Yeah, you suck big time. You're just paying us in full. That means
So,
I don't need to care about you
Here's
no more.
my theory. I think it's gonna come square down to Clegane Bowl, the Hound to the Mountain, and it's gonna be. This is where I see it. It's gonna be a trial by combat.
Sunday, Clegane Bowl.
But I think it's going to come down to a Clegane Bowl, Mountain versus the Hound, and it's going to be a trial by combat, and it's going to decide who gives up the throne. I think Cersei's going to have the balls to go, pick your best fighter. Let's just settle this. No blood, no anything. Let's do this. And she's going to pick the Mountain. Hold on, let me get to it.
Okay.
She's going to pick the Mountain, and the Hound's going to volunteer. They're going to battle it out. The Hound's going to get the Mountain like ready, like in his sights to win, and then Cersei's going to cheat. And someone's going to launch an arrow, someone's going to do something and take out someone else or take out the Hound. And then that's when the battle's going to kick off.
I don't think he'll take out the Hound. Maybe he'll injure him.
Take out the Hound, out the Hound or
Injure
take out
him so that the Mountain can take him out.
Oh, what if it's fucking what's his name? With the fucking crossbow that Cersei tasked to kill her
the
brothers.
Maester. No, the homie, Jamie's homie from Casterly Rock.
Not from Casterly Rock.
Well, he took control of it after the fights. No?
Nope.
I thought he took it. The
oh
Whoremonger.
the Blackwater.
Yeah, that guy.
Something with the Blackwater. I forgot his name. I don't remember right now. But it's gonna come to me.
He was in the battle where he saved Jamie.
Yes.
Yeah, that guy.
That guy. I think he's gonna launch the arrow.
He was tasked to kill.
He was tasked. That's why. He's gonna launch the arrow.
But he was
hit.
tasked to kill.
This is what I'm gonna say.
Ty-
So it's either gonna kill. No, it's gonna kill Jamie and him.
Yeah, Tyrion.
And Tyrion and Jamie. That's
Tyrion
who
and
he's
Jamie.
tasked to
Those
kill.
are the
So I think he's gonna try to aim and hit either Tyrion and Jamie, not kill but injure, and that's when the battle's like, yo, what the fuck? Or he's gonna miss and hit the Hound.
I think he's gonna have a change of heart
That too.
because he's been homies with Tyrion and with Jamie for the
He's
longest.
also fueled by gold.
But he's been homies. He's been changed. He's not the same as he
But
used
Jamie's
to be.
also the person who took away his lands.
But they've changed. They both have changes of hearts. They've evolved. I'm like, remember, this guy.
Remember, he
homie
saved him from the caravan raid, right?
Yeah.
But he also said, I only saved you because you owe me a shit ton of fucking gold. And you
But-
took away my lands.
But remember, Cersei has already paid the debt to the bank. So does she have any gold left? Because remember, he said this was the largest debt ever paid in full.
Yeah. But then
Does she
you
have
don't
any
think-
more gold
Yeah,
left?
fuck yeah, she does.
All the gold from Casterly Rock ran
Because
dry
then how
years
are you
ago.
going to convince him to take the crossbow? Well, we don't know if he actually did the task. That's true.
He just took the crossbow in his hands,
That's true.
and he was just deciding should I or should I not.
That's true.
Exactly.
But I think it's going to come down to
And
Clegane
remember,
Bowl. Clegane
the
Bowl.
Lannisters the Lannisters pay before.
Yep.
They always pay ahead.
They always pay their debts.
With dependents, yeah, of course. So in this case, he never did he get the gold in advance?
Honestly, we'll see.
He just got the crossbow.
We'll see. We'll honestly see. I'm hoping that it's going to be really interesting, but
Oh yeah,
I don't know, man.
it's
just-
really hard.
There's so many theories. There's so many tangents and things we can get
I mean,
into
like
with it.
with the definite like downturn that people have been taking this or last episode, or at least there have been some audience members that didn't take it 100% as awesome. How do you think they're going to convince those people that it's actually good, that this is totally okay? we've been planning this. This is, totally within, and it's gonna turn out totally fine. Because the people are like, oh, I didn't like it that much. They wasted him. Do you
Honestly,
think they're gonna be
just
able to
have
pull
faith.
it back?
Have faith. They haven't really let us down ever. Ever. And if this is, in their opinion, a letdown of some way, give them time. Because we don't know. We can't judge anything until it's over.
It's hard to say because you only got 3 episodes left.
Yeah, I know, but we can't judge anything until it's fucking over.
Would
so
you
if
say-
it progressively gets worse, then fuck.
Would you say
Like-
this is the same relative situation that Star Wars is currently in?
No, Star Wars is dead.
Oh, it's dead.
Star Wars is dead. And I'm more than happy to say that. I've talked to so many fans of Star Wars about the new trailer that came out. No one's excited. Any fan of Star Wars that I go, have you seen Last Jedi? Yeah. Are you excited about the new one? No. So many fans. I'm not excited, dude.
Was it The Rise of Skywalker?
Not excited. Talk about a recycle.
Yeah.
We're going to bring back Emperor Palpatine because we got no fucking originality left. And people are going to argue with me, oh, what about Force Awakens? It's just a recopy of A New Hope. Yeah.
But they were starting something new, at least.
At least it's something familiar that we can start off of as a base to kind of branch out to its own
One thing I can say about Force Awakens is that, yeah, it was a pretty much nearly a carbon copy of Episode 4.
But it was still good.
But it was exactly.
It
It
was
was
still
still
good.
palatable. You could still enjoy it as a movie.
It
It's like,
still
hey, you know
caused
what?
emotion.
It's fine.
It still caused you to have nostalgia.
This was
it
a
made
movie-
you ready for a new Star Wars
That
arc.
was a movie to introduce the new generation into Star Wars.
Exactly.
This next one or Last Jedi should have been, continuing the story of wherever you fucking left off with the Force
And
Awakens.
do something. And I was fine with different.
Yeah,
I have no problem
you
with
guys
different.
they were like
because
kind of.
realize Empire Strikes Back was completely polar opposite from A New Hope.
It was.
Completely.
Yeah. It
Completely
went from,
opposite.
From like happy ending to
A very
you're all gonna
dark
die.
movie.
Yeah, it
That's
was.
Like, dude, I have an Empire tattoo. It's the darkest movie. It's the best movie, in my opinion, of the entire series.
I probably agree.
Honestly.
I probably agree.
It really is. So they could have easily made it dark and ominous and different and done something whatever, but we got a 2.5-hour chase scene with a 45-minute casino scene that had no reason of being there to find a character that had no use.
And a finale that we've seen already in your favorite movie.
Yep.
Because remember, they landed
It's
at the
like-
same freaking distance. They
like-
can't shoot them. What are you guys fucking doing? Oh, it's just the beginning at the end.
Same thing.
It's pretty hilarious that entire movie was basically the elongated version of the opening of the first movie.
Yep.
Because the first movie starts with a chase scene that literally revolutionized cinema in all history. And what was
Yep.
that last one? Basically an entire chase scene.
It was terrible.
Oh, so bad.
Terrible.
So you
the
think
fact-
that they'll be able to return and they'll be able to?
I
tell-
think
hey,
Game of
you know
Thrones
what?
has a better chance than LucasArts does right now, than Disney does, because Disney has unfortunately tainted Star Wars.
They have
severely tainted Star Wars.
EA. The lack of oversight that Disney has given EA.
Let's put it this way: I see the series ending in my eyes at Force Awakens.
Yeah,
That's it for me.
I probably have to maybe
No.
throw in Rogue One.
Well, Rogue One's already built in there because it goes Rogue One,
but you
then A
cut
New
out
Hope.
Solo, not Solo. Cut
No,
out
Solo's
Solo.
garbage.
Yeah.
Garbage. If you think Solo is good, come at me and debate this shit with me.
Wrong you are.
Oh my God.
So
Debate
bad.
Star Wars with me, son. Do it. Try me. Fucking try me.
Oh, you just picked it up along the
man.
way.
How many times have I schooled people in here?
Many.
How many times have I schooled people in here about Star Wars?
More than 75.
Oh God, nah, man. The new franchise of whatever the fuck they're building now is garbage. It sucks.
Do you have any hope for DC?
No.
No.
When have we had hope? Their Doom Patrol shit looks terrible. It looks terrible.
But at least he got Brendan Fraser. At least he's getting a job.
He needs money, man.
Yeah,
He's
he
got to
does.
pay his wife,
Hell, yeah, seriously. Alimony
But-
ain't cheap with them.
and not with him. But honestly, dude, I'm done with it. I'm done with DC. They
DC,
tried.
Star
They really
Wars,
tried. Star Wars. Unless for some reason, let's put it this way: I'm not gonna see the movie in theaters.
Yeah, probably not either.
I'm not. I'm
Well,
gonna wait.
maybe
I'm gonna wait until I get the reviews.
I probably will as well. You know,
I'm gonna watch it in sadness and see. Hopefully, it's good.
really depressing, or not. I'd say it's kind of depressing that nowadays it's like, maybe we don't want to go see Star Wars.
Yeah.
Maybe I want to go see something else.
You know how sad that is? I'm not excited to go see Star Wars, man. I'm not excited to go see Star Wars.
Same thing with the video games right now. Everywhere. EA, not EA. Epic just bought Psyonix, the makers of Rocket League. So
Just because you said Psionic, I went Sonic. Did you see the Sonic trailer? If you haven't seen the Sonic trailer, don't. It's fucking. Excuse my French. I'm gonna say this.
Sorry, I don't know how to erase memories.
There's no other way to phrase this. It's fucking shit.
Oh, it's an abomination.
It's hot duty, son.
It's an abomination
It's
of creation.
garbage.
It needs to be destroyed. Burn it.
It's so bad. Sonic looks so bad that fans remade the character for them, and people went, "Oh, that's way better."
Yeah, they made him look like freaking
Literally,
Sonic.
if they just changed the character to that, I think everyone would be okay with it.
Just change the face.
You think they will before then?
No,
No,
no.
no. It's too late.
Jim Carrey is going to have such a backache from carrying this freaking movie. I feel for that man.
Dude, it's...
I give him
okay,
the
in your opinion,
most
does he look
amount
like Professor Robotnik?
early Professor, or at least when we saw him in the trailer, garbage. No, get that out of there. Burn it, destroy it.
Gone.
But
Later Professor, when they show him
the
later?
very final couple of frames from the trailer, yeah, that kind of looks like him.
I don't
I'm
know
okay with that
what they're doing with this. Like, it's really angering.
Why is it always the military?
It's yeah. Why can't he just be a hedgehog?
Why can't it be just like, yo, I'm like cool and chilling. Yo, he likes to run too.
Yeah, why can't he just be a
he's
hedgehog
cool.
that runs really fast?
Yeah.
And why does he have to look like an actual hedgehog?
Why does he look like a child? He looks like a blue version, like somebody accidentally opened a blue can of spray paint on the kid from Jumanji.
Honestly, I'm so...
Monkey Boy from Jumanji?
Yeah, honestly.
Accidentally dumping blue paint. Oops, my bad. Oh, it's Sonic. Never mind.
Have you seen The Time Machine?
Yes.
Yeah, he looks like one of those blue monkeys.
Oh.
That's what he looks like. Have you seen Evolution? He looks like one of those blue monkeys.
Yeah.
Blue monkey! Blue monkey! Remember? When the asteroid lands and they're like going to like spray the fucking Head and Shoulders in there?
Yes.
I'll show you the movie. I'll play
Okay.
it. That and I need to show you Double Dragon because that movie is hot, delicious garbage and it's amazing to watch next to
Delicious.
Dino King.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh, it's
But
painfully amazing.
I'm done with video game movies.
The only when it comes
I
back
can't
to
wait
Star
for
Wars,
Godzilla though. Huh?
Oh yes, freaking Godzilla. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm tired of freaking Sonic. He's dead to me. I'm
Dead.
sorry. The only Sonic thing that I can actually say cool is Sonic Mania,
Yeah.
but that's actually just basically a recreation of the old school Sonic.
Yeah. Honestly, man,
Just,
it's just
leave it there. Just leave it there.
movies right now.
Let it sleep.
Movies right now really just need a kick in the fucking pants and someone to tell them, "Hey, man, this is not.
This
okay.
is garbage.
Like, this
Stop
is
giving us
not
garbage.
okay.
Give
Like,
us
it's-
more of Endgame. I know it's amazing. I know it's phenomenal.
Look, I'm not gonna spoil it.
But
I'm
you
just
want
not
to.
because I'm not a monster.
You want to so bad.
Oh, you have no idea.
Oh, I believe it.
You have no. Where are we at on time right now?
We have 45.
Oh, nice. We'll end it soon. But
So as going back to Star Wars, I think the only thing that has any chance is Respawn's last or Fallen Jedi or Order.
one of those, get it, find it, find
Star
it,
Wars,
Brandon.
the Fallen
Find it.
Order of Order that's Fallen. That game, the new one.
Fallen Order.
Yeah, Jedi Fallen Order.
That looks fire. Again,
Basically, this is the only company that I'm okay with.
high hopes.
They made Apex.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah.
You got to give it to that.
Yeah.
They made Titanfall.
Yeah. I'm
So,
hopeful.
Hey, EA.
I'm hopeful.
EA.
But let's
you
put it
guys
this
let
way.
him. You guys let him do freaking Titanfall or not Titanfall. You guys let him do Apex pretty much okay. Let him do this new Star Wars game okay. Stop putting your freaking
Do
fingers.
they have a
in
release
these.
date on that?
Next year, I think.
Really? How many years in development do you know?
Well, I'd say once they got the IP go ahead from Disney, so I want to say 5-6 years.
Really, you think so?
Maybe because they haven't really worked on Titanfall 3 and Apex was kind of on the side.
Yeah. So you think they've been
Although-
focusing on this mainly?
Yeah, I think we're probably gonna get some because they're saying that it's gonna be like as good combat as SWTOR. or lightsaber, more lightsaber action like Jedi Academy. Yeah, so good lightsaber action.
Okay.
Like proper combat. So
Pretty
I'm
excited
looking
about
forward
that.
to this.
I'm looking forward to it. I have high
Respawn
hopes.
is one of the few companies that I'm okay with. It's unfortunate that they have the hooks of EA embedded into them because they're bought by them, but they've been able to get away with a lot of good things. They got Titanfall 1 wrong. They fixed a lot of things, and they got Titanfall 2
That's
right.
true. It's true.
They
No,
fixed
I
it.
have faith, but with the state of video games right now, can we really have that much faith? Can we really have that much faith?
50-50. It's honestly 50-50.
We had hope for Mortal Kombat 11,
We did.
and then we saw the skin bundles.
Unfortunately, I should have seen it sooner because it's Warner Brothers.
Oh, yeah. I don't know.
Remember, was it Shadow of War?
Mhm.
That had a huge freaking controversy behind it.
Oh,
So,
yeah. So, controversial topic. You brought it up before the podcast, the Twitch streamers. So we're going to try to end it on this because this is definitely a hot topic, and this is something that's kind of
It's something that
detrimental
we-
to us, and it's interesting. So basically, you explained to me that
there was an event called PAX East. It's a video game convention. You know, people come together, have fun, and all that. And typically, a lot of Twitch streamers come by and stream and have fun as well. There was a couple of streamers that were getting together. Miskiff is one of them. Another by the name of SFan. And they were hanging out, and there was another female streamers that were hanging out with them. And Miskiff usually is known to be kind of the quote-unquote loser person of the group. So they were kind of egging on him and beating on him. Not like in a mean way, but kind of like,
just picking on him.
yeah, it's,
messing
you
with
know,
him.
it's part of the content.
Fucking with him.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly. So he was not really too 100% with it because one of the female streamers that was there was like egging on him to call her daddy and, you know, being all promiscuous. Not necessarily visually, but like, you know, saying it in very lusty voices.
Because obviously she's not there. She's just saying it.
Yeah, she's just saying it. Well, she was like right there with him.
Oh, okay. I
Yeah,
didn't know,
like all up in here, like in his face and everything. And you know, he wasn't really too cool with it, from what I've heard. And then at some point, he blurted out, "Oh, yo, she's trying to S my D," just saying what I was hearing. That's just all.
Yeah.
And because of that, and
the fact that you have to say that on here, that we
Yeah.
have to apologize or say
I'm just saying,
and
quoted.
state it
Yeah.
because we can get demonetized and taken down
We can get
is
pinged.
the reason why we're going to talk about this right now.
Yeah.
So
So basically,
He
once
says that.
and this was on stream, and you know, people heard it. So he got banned I believe it was a 5-day suspension.
5-day ban.
And another streamer basically backed them up by saying, "Hey, this is not cool." When this other streamer, female streamer,
Was doing
was basically doing the same thing,
And you didn't ban.
and you didn't do anything to her. Why did he get it? Basically, because of that, he also got a suspension.
So this is where I fucking have an
Or at least
issue with
that's what
that.
I've heard, that he got a
So
suspension.
in
because of
general,
that.
big issue.
Absolutely.
Because if the whole situation is called for where he's getting messed with and blah, 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 and he goes and rebuttals, okay, he rebutted. And he used the phrase, I'm just going to say it, and you can apologize for me if you want. He said, "Suck my dick." She's trying to suck my dick.
just requoting.
Just requoting what he said.
Yeah.
She's trying to suck my dick. So he's just trying to get in on it like, hey, stop doing
Yeah.
it, whatever.
Absolutely.
Even though the entire time he's getting egged on, correct? That's what's
And
happening.
she's doing the same thing, yeah.
Doing the
Call
same
me
thing.
daddy, you know, all that, being lusty.
So if no, everyone who's committing this at the same time, which is in whatever eyes you can say on the Twitch community as picking on someone or bullying another person or streamer, they didn't do anything to anyone else.
it was more of sexual harassment.
Sexual harassment to
like
this
the-
streamer in any way, shape, or form, whatever.
So they got
Nothing
him on
else
the
happened to
sexual
them.
harassment, but they didn't get her because she was basically doing the same thing.
And then fucked up situation. Terrible. Double standard, messed up situation. But where it's even worse is the fact that his homeboy was like, "Hey, well, that's not cool. Maybe you should ban her too." And then he gets a 5-day ban for speaking up against their ruling.
Yeah, there
Now,
was
that is just
another
not
streamer
okay.
by the
That's-
name of
that's
Destiny
yeah.
also tweeted out saying the same thing, and he even we were watching another streamer by the name of Trainwreck TV, and he was talking to him, and he even said, "In my tweet, I couldn't really put out all I wanted to say because I had to watch what I said, because if I said something incorrectly, I get a ban as well.
You get
I
the
get a
ban.
suspension as well."
So the fact that
That's why
now
we're
you
not on
can't
Twitch.
even audibly protest against Twitch, no, that's not cool.
Not cool.
That's not cool. I will never use Twitch again.
That's
Like, I'm not going to use Twitch again. Because if they're going to censor anybody just for speaking out against them.
It's really weird because
I understand censoring things that are bad or negative or bullying or sexual harassment.
Yeah,
fair.
it is.
That's fine. And this double standard shit, fucked up. That shouldn't happen. But now we have something on top of it where someone else, an outside source, goes, hey, that's not okay, defending somebody else, and then they get banned for 5 days.
It's a
'Cause
weird
even on
situation.
Twitter or even on Instagram, if I go and post on my own personal page saying, hey, that's not cool, I don't want that to happen, they should take that down. Just like any political tweet or anything like that, it stands and stays. It's fine. It's there. They don't take it down.
Unfortunately,
but unless it's something that's, again...
Unfortunately, Twitter, they can take it down because it's a private service. But
they can,
you do have a good point. You do make a good point there. With Twitch, it's been a weird situation lately because there have definitely been situations where streamers have been like playing music with the N-word in it, and it's totally been fine. And, you know, chat just makes fun of it.
But now they're getting...
Well, that's the thing, though. This, like, all the stuff that happens on stream when people are playing games and stuff is kind of given a relative pass. But when it comes to IRL, in real life streaming,
it's like...
they're like, yeah, so it's kind of weird that they lax in some situations but enforce in others rather than being consistent all the way through.
Exactly.
And
either
it's,
have consistency or just...
With YouTube, they mess up a lot, but at least they're consistent with their mess-ups. At least they're consistent.
Like, we know that
we
if
know,
we play music for too long, we're going to get hit.
Yeah.
We know if we say certain things, we're going to get hit.
Yeah.
We know.
Well, you're consistent with it.
Because we know our stand. It's all there.
The content
exactly
copyright system is jacked up, but at least we know how to kind of
avoid
get
it as
through
best as possible.
Yeah.
So
with Twitch, you're jumping from left and right.
Yeah,
what do you want me to do? Should I be very
honestly,
quiet?
Man, they need to fix this shit because that cannot stand because you're just censoring people from protesting against your own bullshit. Same shit that happened with me in Lasso again and Instagram. Again? I told you that. Like, I told you that, man. Ridiculous.
Not cool.
Not talking to me, shadow banning me from their service because I had one post that went, this app sucks, you should fix it.
That's not cool because when you're pushing users and people away.
No, you can't shadow ban people. You can't ban people just for telling you, hey, your rules suck. You should fix them. And going, no, we don't want to hear that.
Not cool.
We don't want to hear that. That's not okay. It's an open platform. You're supposed to take criticism and
learn
deal
from
with it.
And learn from the
deal
criticism.
with it. So that's not cool. I'm not going to use Twitch I'm not going to use Twitch anymore.
I'm still going to use it.
I'm not. I'm
but
done.
I'm probably going to only use it to watch my favorite streamers because there's only a few that I'm cool with.
I'll watch it when they post it up on YouTube. Honestly, I'll watch it when they post it up on YouTube. Because that's ridiculous, man.
Yeah, hopefully they'll be able to like realize that this is not cool. We need to like make sure that everybody is on an equal and not give preferential treatment to female streamers because we've kind of seen this happen previously.
It's happened before, but now it's it's beyond that.
Okay, now you're banning
people speaking out against your application's rules and regulations. That's where now it's gone beyond that point.
It's like, oh, you're gonna ban me? Why don't you ban her?
In my personal opinion, that's where now it's gone beyond that point.
Absolutely.
Where it's no longer just, rules of this, rules of that. It's now gone beyond where if I can't speak against your app, you're going to ban me.
I was following your rules. She wasn't. Why didn't you tag her or why didn't you hit her and then you hit me when I was doing the same thing so she can stop?
It's ridiculous. It's honestly ridiculous. But let's start wrapping it up here, man. At this point. Where are we at, actually?
We are at 53, my friend.
Bam. Let's start wrapping it up. So we'll be back next week, of course. We, again, did experiment with new stuff. We're going to try it out. We're going to try to do a Lockma video after my vacation to EDC, which I'm going to have a lot of video content for that, too.
Idris Elba.
Pacific Rim. So, very excited about that. We're going to do that. But be back next week. Hopefully Brandon will see Endgame. So prepare for mad spoilers, hopefully.
Oh, my gosh. I'm
like,
so
tremendous, because I have a fire in my soul that wants to release all these spoilers, but I can't.
Make sure that you do that in the bathroom. Make sure it wasn't Taco Bell again.
Yeah,
it was Del Taco.
Hey, man, I tried. Okay, I couldn't make it out of the bathroom. But we want to thank Ed from Explicit Vape Burbank for allowing us to record here again.
Many thanks.
Thank you very much. Anything you want to add, Brandon?
Looking forward to the next show. Looking forward to the next shows that we're going to be doing off, on the weekends and doing some experimental stuff.
Basically, we're going to do it once a month.
Yeah,
We're going to try
like
to do
that.
our own videos and do something else to add to our content and just try something out for ourselves.
So look out for that and, give us a little bit of feedback. What do you think?
And see what you think.
Yeah.
But other than that, we just ask you to
Just be real.